So the best deal you're ever going to do sometimes is the deal that you just didn't do at all. So I want to share with you a story. Just when we were starting out, I was offered what on paper looked to be a really, really good deal. We did all our due diligence and it looked amazing. But it was in this little town called Grimsby. Now, this is a few years ago, so the changes have happened since, so don't take this as me hacking on Grimsby. This is about me telling a true story, okay? So, at the time, Grimsby was focused purely on, basically it was all about the fishing, all right? So it was a fishing town, and it's slightly south of Hull. So when this happened, Hull had just upgraded their harbor, and so people were moving in droves up to Hull. Now, we didn't know these. We didn't know this. What we knew was that a sourcing agent had brought us a deal that looked amazing on paper, okay? So the market value, when you went back and looked over the last, 12 months property sales, it was worth about £100,000 in its current condition. We were going to get it for about 60, okay? So amazing deal, right? That's 50% below market value. I mean, that's amazing. Well, we started looking at it, and we were very pleased with, with what we could get, the returns and everything. But I showed it to my mentor. And this is one of the reasons why it's so important to have a mentor. They often know things that you do not. Now, my mentor took a look at this deal, and he instantly saw two things. First, he saw it was in Grimsby. And he said, well, look, Grimsby is right now in a very tough time, and people are moving. So really, the problem is that the data hasn't yet showed up in the Grimsby statistics, but this is the new market value, okay? So yes, it might be a decent deal, but you're not going to have the capital appreciation you're hoping for. You're not having the 40% uplift. Actually, if you're lucky, you have a 10-20%. So it was still below market value, but it just wasn't the same deal that we thought we were looking at. In addition, that because people were moving out, people were moving away, the quality of tenants was going to go down because obviously those moving away were those who got jobs in the new harbor in Hull, meaning the better employees. It also meant that the demand for housing was going down, which is why it was selling cheaper. The other thing he saw, and this is because he was very experienced, he took a look at the picture and he just said, well, look, that roof's going to need a full change in about 2 years. That's going to add, maybe 10K to your cost. Add that to your calculation and let's see what happens. Obviously, this was a small deal. 10K refurb makes a huge difference. And all of a sudden, we saw this deal go from an amazing return to, well, not so much. Now, we obviously chose not to do this deal. And I'm very happy I didn't because his predictions proved to be correct when we later went back and did our due diligence. Now, it still would have had a return, but it would have been a lot worse than other deals. Plus, that 10K refurb, if that came up at a time when we might not have been in a cash position, that could have created incredible problems and leaks and further issues that could seriously deteriorate the property and mean that it's not just the 10K changing the roof, but a lot of other refurbs. So I'm very glad I didn't do that deal. And sometimes that's the thing, is sometimes your best deals will be the ones you don't make. So please, in the comments, share your experiences. Maybe share the best deal you did make. I'd love to hear that. That's always fun. So please share your best deal, but also share some, near misses that you haven't done, that you skipped. I'd love to hear your thoughts, your experiences, and what you've done in the past. So please comment, share, like, whatever, and let me know your thoughts on what you've done. What is the best deals you've done, and what are the near misses you have avoided?